All right, how you doing? So let's talk about what we all bring to the table. Okay? You are not the table, ladies. You don't own the table. There's just a table in the room. And you expect us to bring all these goodies and lay them before you to win your to woo you, to win you. Yeah, you're not the prize. That's the problem. You guys never were the prize. You can't cook. You definitely can't keep a family together because you're too busy about your own fucking happiness to even worry about that. You guys bring nothing to the table other than sex. And guess what? Y'all lie there the same. You just do. Some are a little bit more Grand Canyon-y, and some are more a little bit more puddle. That's the only difference. Different sizes on those, just like we have different sizes. And I just don't see the reason for any of it because you guys are listening to somebody on some bullshit TikTok, some girl putting fucking makeup on, going, "Oh, you should do this, you should do that." Don't you settle for less. That's my favorite. Don't settle for less. If he ain't got the 6-pack, he ain't over 6 foot tall, over, not 6 foot, over 6 foot. Got that 6 decibel fucking pay, 6-digit pay. Now I'm sure it's like 6.5 digits. And he got 6 down below, which most of you bitch, that even that's too small. I'm not a 6, I can tell you that, but I'm also not 6 foot tall, and I also don't have a 6-pack. I got more of like the 18-pack. You can't see it, but I know it's in there. Well, now it might be a case, but I could lose it. That's all right. But you don't ask for the fundamentals, the basic good stuff. Like loyalty. Be loyal to your partner. Be in the moment. Be there with your partner. Build with your partner. And I'm not talking. See, that's where it lies. A lot of it lies. A lot of these. Where'd that squirrel? A lot of the problems lie is because you guys don't want to build anything. You just want to show up after the work has been done. Okay. You could, I want somebody that basically is the minimum, no kids. That'd be fine. I don't find a woman to be broken that can't have kids. I don't think you're broken at all. I just think you don't have that option. I'm fine with that. Or you're an empty nester with no emotional fucking connections. Like they don't keep coming over every day. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Don't buy this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Telling you what to do when you're the parent. Okay? You're an empty nester. That means you're free. You're back at 16, only you're older. Okay? Now it's time to go have fun. Okay? No more kids. You don't have to worry about having kids, but we can go out and have all the fun. See, that's the thing. But you guys don't do that. You don't ask for these things. You don't ask for the moral compass. You don't he must have a moral, or she. These are the things I ask for. You have a moral compass. You're fucking loyal. You have a morality that is fair and even and equal. God knows. You're sane in not only mind, body, and thought. You got to have those. And it's like, you got to not be a fucking liberal. You got to be open-minded. And you got to be, I agree with the strong, independent woman. I like a strong woman. You don't necessarily have to be independent. We all need somebody's shoulder. We all really do. I haven't felt one in many, many years, but hey, it is what it is. I got my coffee. I got my baby girl. Other than I could do without the fucking cold. But, it's y'all don't ask for shit that matters. You ask for monetary crap and shit we can't do anything about. I mean, yeah, you have that Ken doll guy. Mr. Plastic, is that what he's called? He just broke both his legs and had him extended 3 inches or something to make him 6'2" or something. Something crazy. Or 2 inches. They put like these gaps in there between his shin bones and shit. Dude, fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Now we're having plastic put in our butts. It was bad enough it's in your chest. I don't feel anything that's plasticky. Hey! Bollywood. I know about Bollywood. See it a mile away. But You guys ask for all this shit. It's asinine crazy. You know, what are you guys' thoughts on that? You know, y'all don't bring shit to the table. And it's like, you expect us, we lie all this shit on your half of the table to offer, and you don't offer us anything but the sex. And again, you lie there like every other girl does. So why would we even offer you this shit? I don't understand. Why would you think it's even, I'm the prize? You're no prize. You're used. It's like, we're all used. And with used, you don't get quality pricing, okay? You don't get that good pricing point. And it's like, okay, now if you have over 2 kids, you're getting into the, she a thickie. I like it. Now you got over 2 kids. Now you're getting into high mileage. Okay? So, you know, and then you got some girls, oh my God, they got like 4 or 5 kids. We're talking like super high mileage. You know, rechange your oil, man. You know, get you some of that high viscosity shit there. Because, damn, it's like you're not just used, man. Somebody went whomping in your ass, and you're just a car. It's like you're all thrashed, you know. And it's like kind of like the roast beef theory, if you will. You know, it's like, now she had a kid, I eat roast beef every night. It's like, that's gross, but I understand the metaphor. But it's like, it's just crazy. And it's like, and then if you do have the kids, now you're asking for even more. Okay? We take you on a date, we got to buy the kids meals for you to take home to them. What the fuck is that? They can have fish and chips at home. That's not my problem. My problem is I'm taking you out, not your kids out. It's like, when it comes to your kids, I will take them out and I will meet them and we'll spend some time to see if we get along, because that could be right there an automatic no. You know, like I did in my other video, why we don't date single mothers. It could be an automatic no. You know, and it also depends how many kids are there. You know, I had a date where I didn't even know she had kids. I just thought she was a little chubby. And who am I to, you know, challenge those kind of things? But she goes, hey, I want you to meet my kids. What? Wait, what kids? Your stepkids? Something like that, you know what I'm thinking? And she's like, no, I have two kids. I have a boy and a girl. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say no. And she's like, what do you mean no? I thought you liked me. And I'm like, I did. She goes, you don't like kids? I said, oh no, I love kids. Well, why don't you want to meet them? I said, because you lied. I said, that relationship is now done. I said, this is no longer an option. I said, so we're done. I hope you have a good evening and good luck. And I'm like, she's all because I told you. She yelled this in the restaurant. It was quite funny. All because I told you I didn't have kids. And everybody's like, looked at her. What? You didn't tell me you had kids? I was like, yep. And I walked out, and I could see, I looked around some of the table, and one guy's like, he winked at me. I'm like, goddamn right. And even the ladies, you didn't tell me you had kids? I think I heard one lady say that. You didn't tell me you had kids? I was like, oh man. That was probably very uncomfortable for her. I paid for it though. I paid and I left. But it's still funny. It is funny. So laugh. And I don't know, what's your guys' thoughts on it? What's your thoughts on that? It's crazy times. But, you know, you guys don't get to ask for all this shit and then not bring something to the table. And you are not the table. You are not the fucking prize. You have, if you're going to ask for something, it's only fair that we as men ask for the same in return, minus the 6. Okay? Or how about, you know, if we had the 6, that you're the size to fit a 6 correctly. A correct size to fit the 6 nicely. You know what I'm saying? Not too tight, not too loose, just right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's only fair. If I have to make 6 digits, you do too. You know? And the fact that you even say 6 digits tells us everything sadly we ever want to know. It means you've never worked a fucking job in your life to understand the value of a dollar. You've never worked a job to understand how hard it is to make that dollar in the first place. If you knew, you wouldn't be asking for that goddamn much. Okay? This is a new world. Y'all need to stop fucking watching media thinking, oh, well, that guy, that's my favorite. What do you make a year? $400. $400? No, $400K. And it's like, you make like $32,000 a month. And it's like, no, he don't. I guarantee he don't. He may on paper because he wrote it on it. But he don't make that. I can guarantee you that. Because you say that shit, I mean, if I was an IRS guy, I'd be watching those things. I'd be watching videos left and right. What the fuck's that guy's name? I'm going to find that motherfucker right there. I'm going to make sure he's paying his taxes. And it's just absolutely crazy. It's like, I like to hear a guy get on a video and say, yeah, I make $100,000 a year, but I only get paid like $36,000. I get my money through my business in a lump sum at the end of the year, so it's kind of a pass through because it's a business. You know, that's how I make my money. You know, it's like, you never hear that. You just hear, oh, I make lots of cheddar. Paper flows through me like a tree. You know, that's my favorite one. And it's like, there's just, I'm sorry, there's no fucking way that should even happen. Okay? That's my opinion. I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking for it. So, I know. You guys tell me what you thought. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Donate to the PIF Pantry. That's Pay It Forward Pantry. And we appreciate that. So would the people receiving it. But you guys tell me what you think. Seriously, why do we have to bring everything to the table and you guys don't bring shit? But kids, some used stuff, and nothing that no other woman has. Everybody has the same damn thing. Different sizes, I get that. But if we have to have six packs, so do you. Or at least be height to weight ratio correct. That was my thing. I like that one. Along with that, you must, if we have to make six, you have to make 6 digits. If we have to have 6 downstairs, you have to fit 6 downstairs correctly as well. You know, all the other things. And it's like, what was it? Now you guys are getting into this mother bullshit. What is it? You must have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house because I'm not sharing my bath, and my kids each need their own separate bedrooms. Well, my fucking kids, I don't have to house that shit. You're just like going from the date straight to living together. No, as I would say. And that's crazy in itself. And then what was it? You got to have a paid off car. Your car's got to be paid off, but I'm going to need a van to shuffle and get my kids around. So you're going to need to get me one of those. And then what was it? Oh, my favorite. I need an allowance of at least minimum $1,200 to $1,600 a month. I'm sorry, you're working? Will I be getting meals for this? Will you be cleaning my house? No, you're going to be taking care of your fucking kids, living at my fucking house, and probably not doing shit for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, you ain't get that shit. Are you bringing it? Because that's the only way I foresee you getting it in our relationship, is if you bring the car, you bring the house, you bring all that shit, because I don't need that. Why would a single guy have a 4 or 5 bedroom house? Now, if I had, say, a bunch of money, I might. But as a single guy, I may have 2, 3 bedroom house with a game room down below, maybe convert it into a workplace. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't understand why you guys keep adding shit to it. Okay? And yet you still haven't added anything worthwhile that you guys are bringing. You know what I'm saying? God, that thing growing on my forearm. It's just sitting there. That's just annoying. It moves with my eyebrow. What is it? It's like a little, I thought it was a zit. Sorry, get off thing, but it's weird. But what do you guys think? I mean, seriously, this shit is so out of hand. It's like, gimme. What am I getting? What am I getting for what? You're used. And you're bringing in somebody else's fucking trash. So why the hell would I even need that? Sorry, I didn't mean to say the kids trash, but some are. Some of your kids, you're trash because you don't raise them right. Then they're not even around to father figure at all, and you're just milking his ass. What are you doing with the child support? You're obviously not going to share it with me as the boyfriend or whatever, But yet you expect me to share all my finances with you? No, bullshit. Y'all can kiss my ass. I ain't doing that shit. And I just want you aware, that's why I had the red hat on, that you're going to be pissed. And I don't give a fuck. Okay? Comment down below. What are you guys' thoughts on this shit? Are you willing to supply all this to somebody that could leave you on the dime? Because you can't, oh, don't forget, you're not allowed to do anything to her kids. You can't ground them. You can't whoop them. You can't do anything. You can't send them straight. No back of the head. No nothing. But you have to do everything else the father's supposed to be doing. The financing, the housing, the clothing, the paying for all their sports and all that shit. But guess what? Guess what? You can't punish them. I'm going to say no. Just on the punishment part alone, if I can't punish your kids, yeah, that's a no. I'm out. Automatic out. That's just too much nothing. Too much crazy nothing for nothing. You guys tell me what you think. What are you thinking? Would you be willing to give somebody that brings nothing to the table but a bunch of kids? Oh, maybe some EBT food stamps? I mean, I'm bringing, what are you bringing in? $4,500 for food stamps. But since the one kid is only 3, I got a couple more years where I don't have to work. Well, wait a minute. Who's going to pay for this house? Who's going to pay for the car? Well, that's why you need to supply me with it. Well, what the hell am I getting? A bunch of used JJ? What the hell is that? And then it's high mileage on top of that. So who the fuck wants it? And it's like, and then some of you with the low mileage stuff, which probably isn't low mileage. It just hasn't pushed any other vehicles out of itself. Sarcophagus. Y'all just throw it around anyway. It's like, oh yeah, well, body count should matter. Body count never matters when it's high. You ever notice that on their part? It's like body count matters to me. Okay, on the table, what's your body count? Because if you lie, I'm gonna wipe this table and I'm leaving. I'm gonna put my shit back in the box and I'm leaving. Because no, I have a low body count because I was intelligent enough not to put my winky where it didn't belong. And I had plenty of chances to put it in some very bad places. I knew a lot of people when I was growing up, and girls were always around me and my family, and everybody always asked, why aren't you going here? Why aren't you doing here? Why aren't you doing here? Because that's not what I want. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for substance, goddammit. I want that spiritual connectivity. I love that. It's intense. It brings intensity to the situation. And not many people can handle it. And it's like, I've had girls actually leave before we even did anything. Said, I can't do this. Why? It's too intense. It's highly, you're a very intense person. I'm like, okay, because I'm taking my time, enjoying you, looking in your eyes and being present. That's too intense. Yeah, because they got so disconnected from all the guys that they've been hitting that they can't connect with somebody on a level that just blows their mind. It's like the girl who took my virginity, right? That was my first hoe encounter. And she was doing a whole bunch of other people while we were dating, supposedly. And I don't doubt it. But she was prime. Let's just say she was a really, really good looking woman. And even though she was a girl. And her mom pushed her on me, which was even funnier. Her mom got my mom to let her sleep over. Said, hey, they're going to do it no matter what, so you might as well let them do it in your house while you're home and they're safe. I thought, wow. And then later on, after I did it, wow. Who else did she do that to? That. But anyway, the mileage, if she ever settled down on that, had to be like in the thousands, at least a couple of thousand, because she was giving it away to anybody and everything. I mean, she was on the pill and all that. That didn't matter. But then, we had the AIDS coming out and all that. She might have got some of that shit too. But it was crazy. Because, I mean, what if you caught something and, they always tell you, make sure you make a list of everybody you've had relations with and let them know that you're affected. I'm thinking, that list would be forever. Because you never know when you caught it. Did you catch it like 2 years ago and you've had over 3,000 guys? You know, that'd be insane. But that's the way we live, and you know, today's that way too. Women are just like, they're sleeping with anybody and anybody. You got a penis? Yeah, come on. Hey, you're kind of cute, I guess. Come on. You know, it's just like, what crazy shit, you people. And I don't know, what's your guys' thoughts on this shit? I mean, seriously, because some of this shit is just, it's out of hand. But it's like, you bring a high BC, you put it on the table, I'm just, take my shit, and I'm out the door. I'm just gone. It's like, you lie to me, out the door. I'm not. There's two things I will not put up with. That's liars and high body counts. You got to have loyalty, man. Just, that's what I ask for. Low body count, no lying, loyalty, trust, and just, you know, be generally a good fucking person, you know, and bring peace, a whole lot of fucking peace, because I'm not going to put up any drama anymore. I had a couple years ago, before I met my last girlfriend, which was many years ago, I had no drama in my life. And I brought her in. I said, hey, look, I got no drama in my life. Feel free to come in, but don't bring drama. But you can relax and take a deep breath. She had these huge bags. And, you know, we didn't wait very long. We were having sex within a week, but a few dates. But anyway, it was funny because when she finally fell asleep in my house, she slept for like 2 days. I didn't wake her. I had nothing disturbed her. I made sure she had water, you know, she knew what the bathroom was, stuff like that. And she slept. She got up, went to the bathroom, looked around, went, where am I? And I said, you're at my house, huh? You're okay, you're safe, go back to sleep. And she did. She slept for another day. It was like, she got up, the bags were gone. She was positive. She was encouraging. She was happy. First time in a long time, I could tell. But it's like, after that went to shit. She brought all this drama. And I said, don't worry, you're fucking tired. You bring all this unnecessary drama. I ain't having that. That's my choice. What do you guys think? Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Definitely comment, people. What the hell? You got some shit going on. What do you expect somebody else to bring to the table? You know, I don't expect much, but I expect something. And it ain't the JJ. And it ain't just you because you're pretty. I don't care. It's like, if you're not a good person, that just automatically takes you to a fucking 2. So, looks don't matter. But you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people go, oh, looks matter. Or I'm a 10. Well, you just opened your mouth. That took you to a 5. Let's see what the next thing comes out of your mouth is going to be. And then they're like, what the fuck you mean? That's what? Oh, I just dropped you to a 2. You know, it doesn't matter how pretty or how beautiful you are. If you're ugly inside, you're just ugly. So you guys like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. We'll let you know, and we'll go from there. Donate to the Piff Pantry. We'd appreciate that. And you guys have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.